What's going on, Alabama fans? This is Brandon, aka Fresh, COO of Touchdown Alabama. Guys, thank y'all so much for tuning into our watch party for the A-Day game. And again, thank y'all for sticking around for the post-game call-in show as well. Much love for all of y'all. It's been a wonderful spring. Our YouTube channel has been growing like crazy, and it's a huge thanks to all of y'all. And for those who have known for the videos that I've done, do what I've been asking y'all to do. Continue to do that, guys. It means a great deal. Hit that like button. Go ahead and do it now. Smash the like button. I'm gonna see how y'all do after this video. I know I've been saying that 500 is the minimum. I might raise that to 750, but let's keep it at 500. Definitely want to make sure we get to at least 500 likes, so don't wait. Go ahead and smash it now. If you are not a subscriber, subscribe to the channel now. We're not slowing down, guys. Just because A-Day has stopped, we still got tons and tons of stuff that we have to continue to put out, because we have to do a lot of recaps. We got to let y'all know how these guys have been looking in terms of analysis from the A-Day game, what to expect for the season. And then all of a sudden you're going to look up and it's going to be August. All right. So again, make sure that you are following along with us. We got so much more content, so many more ideas, everything that you're just going to love from the channel. So definitely stick around for that. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into this, guys, for my thoughts on the A-Day game. All right. I told y'all if you were in the watch party that I will drop a video tonight, and to make sure you stick around for that. And I'm also going to drop another one as well. I don't want to hit y'all all over the head at one time. I don't want to overwhelm y'all. So I'm going to start with my thoughts on kind of like a two-parter. I'm going to give you the offense and defense, and I'm going to start with what I saw from the defense guys first. So just to kind of quell some of y'all's concerns that you may have had, for those who may have actually watched the spring game, if you didn't have an opportunity to catch it on ESPN Plus, and you just kind of saw the stats, you're like, why was the score 25-7? How come Bryce didn't throw any touchdowns? How come the Crimson team didn't move the ball as effectively? Well, it's probably because there's a reason. Well, there's a reason for that. And it may be, hopefully you may have deduced that it's for reasons that us on this channel has probably expected y'all. It's reasons that we have tried to give y'all based on what we've been hearing from the spring, is that this defense is starting to come into its own of what in Alabama and the Nick Saban defense has shown themselves to be over the course of Nick Saban's tenure. And it was on full display today in Alabama's spring game. So if you watched it, what I noticed was less mental errors, very fast play, players in the right position, not too many players out of position. All right, that is a huge staple of a Nick Saban defense. If you go all the way back to 2008, 2009, those defenses, the reasons that made them so great, again, and I've said this in a previous video, it wasn't because these guys were like 4 or 5 guys all across the board. All right. The speed, when you play with speed, is you're playing fast. Not that you're running fast, but you're mentally playing fast. Your first step is the right step in the right direction. All right. You're not overrunning a play and being out of position. You know, you didn't see a whole lot of that today, but you also saw a mixture of that plus a mixture of just absolute physical dominance. All right. And that starts up front. Will Anderson, Dallas Turner, Chris Braswell on the outside. Jamil Burrows, he was a name that flashed today. You also saw just names that probably didn't jump off the screen, but you didn't hear Justin Eboigbe, Byron Young, DJ Dale, Tim Smith. You didn't see those guys, just making any major mistakes. They all held their own to allow the other guys to do what they do best. Jalen Moody, Henry To'oTo'o played very solid in the middle. The secondary played well. From Kool-Aid all the way to Kyrie Jackson on the other end, safeties played well. No major issues. And I liked what I saw from the second team defense as well overall. I mean, you saw a lot of players that were just making plays all over the board. I mean, it was just what you expect to see from a Nick Saban defense. And that is a lot for Alabama fans to be excited about, because since 2018, the 2018 season was a huge down year in terms of overall. You had Quentin Williams, who was just an otherworldly defensive lineman who just made plays. If there was nothing else that Alabama's defense could do, you can always count on Quentin Williams to make a play. And then 2019, a lot of the same issues, just wasn't able to put it all together. 2020, defense wasn't that great as well. A lot of mental issues. It was not what fans were accustomed to. The offense was just so dynamic, so great, and the defense was able to make enough plays that season to not have the offense's production be in vain. But you weren't seeing the type of play that you saw from a Georgia, for example, this past year, when you're wondering how come or how can other defenses still be able to succeed in today's offenses. They did show that it can be done even in the SEC. And I believe that Alabama's defense is going to see a lot of that type of production that you may have saw in years past. You're going to see them just absolutely wipe teams out defensively. I expect to see multiple sack numbers. I expect to see multiple turnovers. I expect them to just take the will out of a lot of teams this year. And you actually saw that even today, where Bryce Young, which is absolutely flustered, he was absolutely frustrated. And that's not something that you typically see from Bryce Young. He's extremely confident. He's extremely confident in his abilities, and he just couldn't seem to get his footing, so to speak. He was not able to feel comfortable at any moment. And that's a testament to the Alabama defense. Now, doesn't mean that it's all Bryce's fault, because it really wasn't. I mean, there were some drop passes. He didn't have time at all. The offensive line needs a lot of work. Again, I'll discuss this on a future video more in depth in terms of the offense and maybe the offensive line in general more in depth. But if you're a fan, this is something this is a plus. All right. You should be excited. You should be happy that you're seeing this. And I mentioned this in a live stream in the watch party, that the last thing that you want is that Bryce Young goes out there and throws a field day. If he has a field day, you're like, okay, well, that's great that he's picking up where he left off, so to speak. But what you don't want is, you don't want the offense to be that far ahead of the defense in practices, especially in the spring situation. You want the defense to be ahead of your offense. The offense at some point will catch up. All right. But if your defense is that far behind to where your offense is just throwing darts left and right and everybody's getting open, I would be concerned. I would be very concerned as a fan if that were the case. And you saw today, if you watched the game, that was not the case. A lot of plays being made, interceptions, nice tackles in the right spot. Things that Nick Saban, even though I'm sure he was frustrated from an offensive standpoint at times, not a lot to be frustrated about overall, especially from your first team. You did also see flashes from your second team and other players. So nothing to be overly concerned with. Again, I will drop another video that talks about the offense and even give a full overview of the entire A-Day scrimmage that took place on today. But if you stuck around, definitely appreciate you for doing so. Do not forget to hit the like button. All right. Do not forget to subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Share this with an Alabama fan. I've told y'all, we are not stingy. Don't be stingy as well. All right. If you like the content, invite someone else to the group. All right. Let them know. Let them know we got shows Monday, Wednesday, and Friday live. We have the process on Tuesday and Thursday. And you also have videos. We have some more content. It still hasn't even dropped yet, guys. It feels like we have stuff just loaded in the chamber that we're just waiting to drop and give to y'all. All right. So make sure that you let them know that the hottest Alabama football outlet is about to really take it over. We're taking it to the next level. All right. Make sure that you're following us on our other social platforms as well. On Twitter, TD Alabama Mag, Instagram, TD Alabama Mag. Make sure you like us on Facebook. Drop a ton of content on there as well. Make sure you download the app. If you have an iPhone, go to the App Store, the Apple Store right now. Download our app. If you have an Android, go to the Google Play Store, download the app as well. Also, If you like what I say and you like a lot of what we say, there's also a feature for leaving a super chat. All right. And I believe that's if it plays live, but also you can also leave I call it a love offering. So fittingly, tomorrow is Easter. So if you go to church and you like what the pastor is saying, they allow you to leave a love offering. If you like what I say or any of the rest of us say, just leave a love offering. All right. We also have Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Zelle, all of the above. So if you want to help and support in those ways, feel free to do so as well. One of the other biggest ways is you can go to our website, touchdownalabama.com, and purchase a subscription, $7.95 for the month, $74.95 for the year. All right, guys, that is all I have for y'all. Stick around. Stay tuned for the next one. All right. Stay tuned for the next one. And make sure you like this video and also subscribe. This is Brandon, aka Fresh, signing off.